I forgot about that. Crap. I had because my last stream we covered Few Good Men, so I had
Uh-huh.
that, and then the other one before that we had I was doing Clint Eastwood stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so hi everybody, welcome back to Chillporial. I'm your host Brian, the Nerdporial Life Form, and with me today for the I don't know the billionth time we have
Mm-hmm.
Magitek Mags. How are
Hi,
you?
y'all. Nice to see you guys again.
Yeah, so it hasn't. To me, it's not a new year until I have Mags
I
on the
know it seems
screen.
like this is a recurring theme here.
So I figure since this is a whiskey stream, I figure what are you going to be drinking tonight?
Well, of course, my camera. I had to literally set my camera up like literally right before I jumped on backstage. So it's been a minute. I don't usually go on camera, so you're privileged, Merporial. But I am having a Napoke Castle. Of course, my camera is a little inverted, so it's a 12 year. So I'll be having that. It's Irish season for me because I'm Irish. So I'll be having some Irish whiskey tonight.
So what is Irish season? Is that like that? So it's not like all the time for you.
Well, it's kind of all the time for me, but no, especially with March, with the closing out of Valentine's Day, it becomes Irish season for me. So usually it starts with like a lot of celebrations or parties. Beginning of March, and then we have St. Patrick's Day, and then here we have an Irish festival after leading up after um, St. Patrick's Day, which also raises money for the local community. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a really fun time, and yeah, it's a lot of party. Let's put it that way.
Okay, all right. Well, so you're okay. I'll have to
Are
try
you?
that. I'll have to try that. So that's Napogue Castle, 12 years. All right.
Yeah, 12-year Irish whiskey. It's a single malt. So,
Single malt. All right.
mhm.
And I have right here from the cellars of Lincoln. I can't read that. Lincoln
Mhm.
Henkner, Angel's Envy, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in port wine barrels. So yeah, so I'm gonna be drinking this with some rocks. So
Mhm.
ooh,
Uh-oh.
so good because most of the it takes up there's not as nearly as much air, so this can last for a while. So here we go. Let's pour this for the camera.
Mhm.
Don't worry, I got my water, so I'm not gonna go crazy like I did last time.
Always have a water, y'all, when you're drinking. So.
And just to let everybody know, I have water. Here's the water. And all right, so all right.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, Mags, and hey, Salty's in the chat. What's up, Salty?
Hey, Corey. Hi. Slancha.
Slanjava. Oh, oh man.
Slancha is cheers in Irish, so.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Like
Just
Gaelic Irish or
oh gosh. I think it's just the Irish. Of course, Corey probably would know better than me because he knows more. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Corey knows how to spell it right. You forgot the accent though. Corey, come on now. The accent is over the E. Thank you. See, look, there he goes. Corey said Gaelic.
Slanja, Gaelic. All right, I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. All right.
It's just like Prost is cheers in German. So
Yeah, Prost. I first heard that in I don't have my book here. My Legend of the Galactic Heroes anime. Very German. It's a very German very German series. One
mm-hmm.
like I said, two sides. There's an alliance, which is the more modern 80s 90s planet,
Mm-hmm.
with a democratic governing body.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other side, the ones that they've been in a forever war with, are the Empire, based off of the German Empire. So you see a lot of German names,
Mm-hmm.
and when they drink, they say Prost, Prost, Prost,
Prost.
Prost.
Mm-hmm.
So that's excuse me. That's excuse me again. That's where I first learned that. So I must have been talking about that series every stream this year so far. So I've been telling people to watch it.
Mhm.
Those really higher brow anime shows from the 90s that actually got me more interested in politics and debate and all that, especially political ideologies and all that, because it's basically you have a corrupt democratic body versus what becomes a like a monarchy to a more benevolent dictatorship, so to speak. So, and it's very violent, and there's a lot of stuff that happens. Like it's every episode's written really freaking well, and it's based off a series of books in Japan.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I think it's still on High Dive. The old show they're trying to readapt them into a newer show, and I don't think they obviously didn't finish. So, cat.
Yep. Tara says hello.
Oh, that's Tara.
This is Tara. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. She says hello.
It's been a while.
I know. It's been a while. Sorry. She of course always wants my attention when I am giving attention elsewhere. So
yeah,
that's usually the case.
So I'm taking it. I mean, well, actually, I know this. You know this. But what do you think of the thing that I sent you?
Oh, it's great. You want me to go grab it?
Yeah, sure. Go grab it.
Okay, let me go grab it. I'll be right back.
So
I can't walk this far.
So to add some context to this, over New Year's I went to Virginia. So I live here in Chicago. I went over to Virginia, and I visited Prophet of the Dragon. We were watching the finale of Stranger Things together, and oh my gosh, that show flew off a cliff. Like, it was bad. So, but despite that, I went with him and his daughter and his son.
Where is Steve, by the way? Store. I'm gonna text him to bug him.
Where is he? I don't know. He's I don't know.
Go ahead. I'm sorry to be doing wrong.
Well, so we went to this card store in Williamsburg, and I don't really care for cards. I never collected cards. My brother collected Pokemon cards back in the day. Steve and his kids, they collect cards. They like to collect Magic cards. And I'm just standing there. I'm looking around, and then at the counter, I see this Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy, and I see Tara Branford on the box. I'm like, and I was like, oh, I'm going to see Mags I'm going to see Mags in a few days. I'll give it to her as a gift. Oh, Steve is streaming. Of course he is.
Of course he is. I just texted him. I said, get your butt under Portal's chat. Oh crap.
Yeah.
Thanks, Corey.
I don't know. Maybe he's having the author of the Dresden Files onto that. I forgot.
Oh, I forgot about that. I'm in his
because I know he had him on before. I only read the first book. I've only read the first book. He and Nathan and all those guys, Pips, Will, Alex, all those guys have read all the books and everything. And I've only read the first book. I'm still stuck. I am still stuck on Wheel of Time. And our mutual friend who I do Wheel of Time streams with, Miss Mar Muses, please subscribe to Miss Mar Muses. She completely passed me up and finished the series, and I'm still stuck on book 10, and there's 14 books. So I've been trying to get through that series.
Corey, why are you driving in the dark? Don't you have your lights on?
Well, he's in the middle of nowhere. He's in Port Angeles in Washington, which is like the other side of there's like this bay. I think it's a bay, and it's not literally on the other side of Seattle.
I need to go out west so I can visit people on the West Coast. That's what I need.
Hey, I met him. I met Salty.
I know.
We went to the Comic-Con in Portland, and I'll tell you, Portland is gross. Portland is gross.
Is it the porta potty Portland or whatever?
I swear, every time I stepped on something that looked like it was like like staining the cement or something, the concrete. I assumed that it was vomit. It probably was. So
Ooh,
it's gross.
yum,
And
yum. I
I mean,
drank.
not as gross as San Francisco, but it's gross. And the people there are tatted up. They're overweight.
Mm,
They have piercings all over. I'm just like, come on.
mm,
I was looking at Salty, and we're just like, come on. So,
mm.
but other than that, it was a good time. It was actually really fun hanging out with him. We got to we that food actually the food that we had there, the food that the restaurants we went to actually was pretty good.
Mm.
So we got breakfast one day, we got Chinese one day, and we got pizza one day, and places weren't bad actually. So,
That's
um,
good. That's good to
but
know.
but other than that, Portland and the Comic Con was okay. You know, I got some comics here that I have to. I bought some. I bought comics then. I bought comics when I was with Steve. So here's something I bought when I was with Steve. I got this Planet of the Apes. We went to the comic book store. I bought this Planet of the Apes thing right here, and because it's of the older, it's because it's the older style, the original style. I was like, I gotta get it. So
Mm.
yeah, so that's kind of what happened. So I like I kept forgetting to send you the magic cards, so I finally sent it to you, and then
Well,
well, I'm glad you got it.
we were supposed to try to meet up, but I was sick, unfortunately. So
Yeah,
uh,
that's all true. Brian maybe ride the Elling train, and then we walk the piss smelling sidewalk. Yeah, yeah, and there was a few references to a certain organization that falls under the Department of Homeland Security. I won't say who.
uh-oh.
It rhymes with dice. So,
Oh, you're rolling the dice, so to speak.
yeah. So Max, what you been watching? What you been have you been watching Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
No, I have not. Gosh. I know that's something that everybody's been talking about, and I know it seems like that's something that people are recommending. So it is on my watch list, but I have been watching or at least trying to catch up with Spy Family, and I've been watching Free Run. So
Oh, okay. I watched the first episode of Free Run
mhm,
last week.
mhm,
So far I thought it was okay. It's interesting. Like it takes place. It's like what happens, after Lord of the
mhm,
Rings. What happens after your quest to save the world from the Demon King, you
mhm.
know, succeeds. What happens next? I
Yep.
guess you go on with your life.
Well, also it's building relationships and realizing that there's more to life than just beyond the hero's party, and really truly building connections and using the relationships that she did have with her previous party, and especially with Himmel, who is giving her experiences and guidance, and also there's a relationship there, so to speak.
Hmm.
Being able to live life, because she is an elf, so of course her lifespan, 50 years of human life is a is a drop in a hat. It's not really. It's like a
Isn't
blink. It's like a blink
is,
in the eye.
isn't she immortal, or is she not immortal? She just can
I
live a
think.
long time.
I don't think they really established that. Chat, you could probably correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's just established that with her being an elf, she lives a very long life.
Okay, all right, that makes
Very, very
sense.
long life. Yeah. So.
So I mean I watched the first episode,
Mhm,
and she takes on like an apprentice, this
mhm,
girl that the priest guy finds. I was a little baffled. The priest guy is older, yet the young dude looked older than him, and shrunk like an incredible amount. Like what happened to that guy? And then he dies, and then I thought for a
mhm,
second I thought he was the dwarf guy. No, that wasn't the dwarf guy. So
mhm.
I was trying to figure out who was who because of because of the rapid change in
Mhm.
time and all that. So
Well, the
um
whole theme of the show is about time. Like
yeah,
how much time do you have, and are you going to utilize it to the fullest extent? So there's a recurring theme about time and being able to not waste it.
what Yeah, what are we going to do with the time that is given to us? To
Mm-hmm.
quote a certain gray wizard.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, okay. So free run. So I'll have to watch. I'll have to watch more of it then, because I mean, a lot of people online have said they really liked it. So,
Mm-hmm. I
um,
love it.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I tried watching newer shows. Okay, so Spy X Family is another one.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan told me about that one, so
Mm-hmm.
have
That
to
one's
watch
a
that one.
very silly, so don't expect serious. It's a
Yeah,
very
it's like a mom, a dad, and a little girl, and all
it's
that.
a found family kind of show, but it's there's comedy and there's like there's a lot of action involved, and it's some people have complained a little bit about like, well, at least on the West, of course, saying, well, where's the main plot or whatever. Like the main plot is trudging along. It's like both Free Run and Spy Family are basically like they have a little slow burn aspect to them. Like they're not meant to like give you the
Is
entire thing
is it
within like
is it more episodic? Like each
mhm,
episode's its own little story, beginning,
mhm.
middle, and ending,
it's
concludes, kind of like
it's
Cowboy Bebop was.
it's kind of like a slice of life within a spy aspect.
Framework. Okay,
Hmm.
all right, that makes sense.
There is a main plot. It's just very slow burny, if that makes
Okay,
sense.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so I'll have to, that's one that everybody talks about. Another one that a few of my coworkers talk about, my younger coworkers talk about, Jujutsu Kaisen. Have you ever
Mm.
heard of that one?
Yes, that is on my watch list.
So that's one that everybody talks about. And I watched another show that another guest I had on talked about, Chainsaw Man. You ever hear of Chainsaw Man? I watched that first episode. I'm like, what am I watching? It's like so like this. So a boy merges with a demon, and he becomes a chainsaw guy. Like he has a chainsaw head, he has chainsaw arms, and I think he even has chains. No, okay, he doesn't have chainsaw legs, but he's got chainsaw arms and a chainsaw head. I'm like, what is this? And it's so violent. It's so crazy. So I'm only 2 episodes in. I think there's a 13 episode first, 12 episode or 13 episode first season, and then there's they made a movie. So
Mm.
I plan on watching that eventually. So but that's more violent. I don't know if that's up your alley.
It doesn't. I mean, the premise doesn't really appeal to me.
Interest. Yeah, it's
No,
yeah, that's okay.
I tried watching. What is it? I saw the first season of like Solo Leveling or whatever, and even that show, like, I need to take it in doses because I just
Hmm.
can't. It's it's a lot. Let's just put it that way. Like I'm used to more like I don't mind. I mean, there is like a story, I guess, and a plot involved, but sometimes there's some stories that have so much of one thing versus so little of another. And like for instance, I'm okay with like My Hero Academia. Like that, I don't know if that's really considered violent or whatever, but there's a lot of fighting, there's a lot of like
It's a shonen series, so I'm assuming it's gonna be one of those long series that has like tournaments and all that.
something along those lines. Yeah, like one upping and everything else. And yeah, like that sort of stuff I'm okay with, but like
Okay,
excessive violence for the sake of it is kind of
gratuitous violence, I think, is what
yeah,
you're getting at. Okay,
yeah.
so
I like it when it's for the sake of the story.
I wouldn't recommend. I would not. Well, I mean, I wouldn't recommend Berserk.
I've heard of Berserk. Yep.
That's a very messed up show, messed up manga. So,
Mm.
um, but yeah, so I was trying to think. I was watching. I still got a whole bunch of stuff there. I still got a whole bunch of stuff on my shelf that I still have to open up and rewatch. So another one that I like that's pretty cool is it's a mecha show. It's called Code Geass. You ever hear of Code Geass?
I have.
It came out about 18 years ago, I think now.
Okay.
It's basically a young man, really intelligent young man. He's in high school.
Mhm.
He develops the ability to he develops the ability to basically command people to do whatever he wants, but he
Mm.
can only do it once to a particular person.
Mm.
And so he uses that ability to basically, well, conquer the world. And we find out that he's actually from a royal family, and his family is pretty bad and all that. And it's a very interesting story. And things happen. His best friend becomes his mortal enemy at
Mhm.
one point, and it gets crazy. It gets crazy. It's a 2-season, 50-episode series, and I watched that. The main character is morally gray. Um, not as bad as, like, Light Yagami from Death Note, but he's up there. He's up
Mhm.
there, you know. So you kind of question his morals and his decisions.
Gotcha.
So it's very good. That's one of the reasons why I bought that. So that's one that I like to recommend. And I have a whole bunch of I'm sure I'm sure you don't like Gundam. Gundam's for dudes, nerdy
I
dudes.
grew up with Gundam Wing.
Okay, Gundam. All right, well, Gundam Wing is different. Gundam Wing is like, it's like it's the prettier animation. Basically, they made it's five boys. Five
I
five.
mean, they were bad to look at.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I haven't watched. That's the one I did not rewatch at all. Like, and I didn't even
Really?
buy. Yeah, I watched it once years ago. I rebought all the shows, all the Gundam shows that I like. Wing
Mhm.
was not one of them, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I grew up with Gundam Wing on Cartoon Network when it was Toonami, and that was a primetime show for that particular block of the shows. And I mean, I enjoyed it, and it was always so funny because they would use like
I
bigger
got
word. What?
you see my Gundam. I went to the Gundam, so they opened up a Gundam store in Chicago, and I
Uh-huh.
bought some artwork. So that's the cast of the original Mobile Suit Gundam from 1979. So you got Char right there with the white Darth Vader like helmet, and then you have all of our young heroes as they're dealing with the harshness of war
Uh-huh.
and all that. Like the main,
Um,
yeah. Um,
Corey says make Max make Brian acknowledge my super.
I did. I said Corey, Salty, thank you for the 99-cent super sticker. I love you. I love you, Salty. I love you. There you go. So and then we got DJ Ryan G here. What's up, buddy? How you doing? It's good to see you.
Hey, buddy. He
Nerporial
says
is
this is
based.
why I think Nerporial is based. Probably we're talking about Gundam. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, I mean, the early continuity, the Universal Century, like, so the first four Gundam shows
Mhm.
were all developed by this man named Tomino, and Tomino was not very. Uh, Tomino was very harsh with his characters. He made his characters go through hell, and
Mhm.
the main character Amuro Ray had developed PTSD early in the original show. Like, there were points where he didn't want to. He's considered. They called it rookie syndrome in the show, and he just
Mhm.
didn't want to go out and pilot it. But he had to pilot it because they're being constantly attacked by the enemy, and there's civilians on board, and there's no one else that can pilot. There's no one else that can pilot and use the Gundam, and and then I don't know. I was. It's one of the. It's just one of those shows that I think just has a wonderful cast. It's very military
Mhm.
centric. They're because I mean, they're on board a battleship and all that. Um, but yeah, like, the characters are very unforgettable, and what happens to them is just it's very memorable. So and it became a franchise because of that. So
Mhm.
and I've seen some of his other shows. Tomino was known as Kill 'Em All Tomino.
Mm.
So he used to kill characters off left and right in a very tragic way.
Mm.
Um, and because I follow some anime channels on X now, they
Mhm.
keep showing some of the same stuff over and over again. So like, one of the shows that Tomino did was called Ideon. Ideon was one of those shows where every human in the galaxy, every human in the universe, for every sentient living person dies, basically, and the whole universe kind of, well, to spoil the series, the whole universe kind of resets itself because of the fact that the violence that happens, the murders that happen, the killings that happen are nonstop because of, well, I think the characters were written pretty well to the point where even the villains, you felt for them when they, wanted revenge, because, when you kill somebody, it affects, the people that person was, had relationships with, that was connected to. So, and that's kind of, and that's kind of what I think is very compelling. And it was a show, came out right off the cups of the first Gundam show. Same concept, kids are being chased by the enemy on board this ancient craft, and there's this ancient mecha that's connected to God. They call it that's the Ideon, the Ideon. And as the show goes on, they find out how dangerous and how powerful this Ideon is, and it starts wiping out fleets. It starts wiping out planets, whole planets. And like the mecha itself causes the reset. Basically, it has the ability to kill everything in the known galaxy, or in the universe, so to speak. So it was very dark, and it's very tragic. I watched that. They canceled the series after 39 episodes, and they made a final film. So Tomino could put in whatever he wanted to. He didn't have to worry about television censorship and all that. And kids' heads are being blown off. A pregnant woman gets shot in the face. It's very dark. It's very dark. It's very sad. But and you would think that a series like that, a movie like that, is cynical. And after watching it and seeing how it ends with the whole reset idea, I don't think it is. But that's my opinion, though. So yeah. Yeah. So that's one of the more infamous ones that the creator of Gundam did. And not a whole lot of people know about it, because unless you're a mecha fan, not a lot of people are going to know, especially older mecha from 1980, 1981. Not a lot of people are going to know about that. So, so that's something I liked. I missed out on buying it. They released it on Blu-ray a few years ago, but it went out of print. Now they sell it on the American version sells on eBay for $700 for just the Blu-ray set. That's it. So I like that show, but not that much to pay $700.
That's like me with trying to find Zoids. Zoids. It's not what is it? Is it Zero Century? I can't remember which one it was, but it's expensive as heck, and they don't even, they used to have it out in a DVD print, but it's expensive, unfortunately. Oh gosh.
So I was curious, just curious, have you
I could show my show the cards.
Oh yeah, show the cards. Yeah, show the cards.
So of course this is the box that it came in. So there it is. Yeah. There's Tara.
That looks familiar.
I know. Well, too familiar. But anyway, let's see here. I think I can show some of the nicer cards.
So is that part of the headphones? The cat ears? Is that glowing? Yeah, it is glowy.
It is glowing. It's probably because I didn't have time to set up my camera.
Yeah.
The time. So and plus it's been a hot minute, but
I need to because I it's funny, looking at your setup, I have an arm. I have a microphone arm. I still need
a boom arm.
Yeah, boom. Yeah. I have a boom, and I still haven't taken it out of the box. I've had it for a few years now. Still haven't taken it out of the box.
So there's Celeste, if you could see it.
Da, 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 da.
And she's shiny, so of course it's the holographic.
Yep.
Yep.
Da 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 da. Duh, 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 duh.
This
Sorry,
is like,
that's
I'm sorry.
Sully's thing.
It's okay. This is I'm sorry. This is the Elgato face cam. This is probably the first version, so it's probably not the best.
Yeah.
But then I got Summon Yojimbo. So I got part of that. That's Yojimbo. So that's
I forget what Yojimbo is. I mean, I know the movie obviously, but is that like a move?
It's a summon. At least in the Final Fantasy X, it's a summon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says FFX.
So this is not just Final Fantasy VI stuff. This is also like
I think this was part of the this pack. So there was the box, and then there was like the special pack. And
by the way, I like the Yoshi shirt.
Thank you. Yep, I got this at Universal on Monday.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was going to ask. That's one thing I was going to ask. So you went to Florida. I couldn't help but notice from X. So how was it?
I loved it. I had such a good time.
Meet a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, well, I met up with Rachel and Jed. So I met Dr. Rachel and Jed there. They're my friends in Orlando area, and so they were my guides. So there's Tara, and then I think the other. Hold on, I do have one more shiny. I have Gao, the youth.
Oh, is he's the one that you chase in the grass or something, if I remember correctly?
Yep. So he's a.
Yep. I don't think I've ever played him. I don't think I've ever used him.
Oh,
I think he was one of the few I left out. Whenever you land in Kefka's place and you have to put in 12 characters, 3 parties. Yeah. I think Gao was always he was always the one I left out.
Yeah. So I had fun in Universal. It was great. I highly recommend it to anybody who wants to go to Universal.
Was Super Nintendo Land there? Did you go to Super Nintendo Land?
I was not able to go there. It was we went to 2 parks. We went to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, or that section.
Okay.
It's so much that goes on at Universal that you could probably stay there for a couple of days, go to one park one day, and then take a break, because it literally is so much. But I am just telling you because I didn't know what to expect, and getting into Universal was smooth. Like no problems, no issues, no nothing. It was an easy in and out. You had the City Walk, which is like the free part of the park where you have all of these restaurants and what have you. And there's still entertainment that goes on there too. So it's not like you need to go in the park for the park's sake. But then you can go into either directions of the different parks you wanted to go to, and voila. And like, it was so much fun. I went to Harry Potter Diagon Alley and I got my wand. At
least you didn't go to Diagon Alley.
Oops. No, but apparently when I do the was it long time ago, it used to be called Pottermore.com, but now it's HarryPotter.com, when you did the questionnaire thing. Apparently I have Draco Malfoy's wand, because that is the type of wand that I have. It's the Hawthorn wood with dragon heartstring as the core, and that is Draco's. Yep. But they didn't have, so I went to the store there, and they had Hawthorn wood before as part of their inventory, but they didn't have it in stock when I went. So I had to go. I picked out Draco's wand, and then I picked out a different wand with the dragon heartstring core. So that's what I had to do.
So do you do stuff with the wand or something?
Oh yeah, you walk around the park, and there's certain
so you can interact with stuff. Okay. Mm-hmm. You could do something like that. You wear like a bracelet at Super Nintendo Land, and you can like interact with like the coins and the I think you get a 1-up or something like that. Okay, but that's cool. Harry Potter. You could do that with Harry Potter. So I did. So when I was in Japan, we didn't really go to Hogwarts or Hogsmeade or whatever, but we did. Well, actually, no. we went there, but we stopped there just for a butterbeer. I just wanted to get a butterbeer because
Oh, the butter beer is delicious. I'm just saying.
yeah, I think I like the butterbeer here at this at this Universal more than the one at the Osaka Universal. But
So this is Draco's wand. It's very plain. It's not that pretty.
okay.
But at the end, at the tip, it has like the interactive thing. So,
yep. So I'm trying to remember. So I'm trying to remember my Harry Potter spells. So you have Expelliarmus. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa. Yep.
No, it's Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa.
And Expecto Patronum. In case the Dementor flies by or something.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the I don't know if I could say the other one because the other one is the Killing Curse.
Uh-oh. You don't want to say that.
All right, I won't say it. Avada
it's just
Kedavra.
Like he who should not be named.
Lord Voldemort. Don't say his name. Shut up. Shut up, dude.
So this is the other wand I had to do. So that one is Draco's, and that is apparently hawthorn wood and dragon, the core being dragon heartstring. But they didn't have a wand specifically for me to pick out for that. That wasn't like a part of the characters. So I had to choose, what is it? Black walnut and dragon heartstring. So this is the one that I chose.
Oh, okay.
That's just far more ornate. So,
and that's no particular character's wand, right? Okay.
No, and it still has the interactive thing on top. So
I forget, was there like a Mr. Ollivander type of character selling this or helping you find your wand?
No, there was more like, people who work there kind of thing. But it's so funny because having Draco Malfoy's specific kind of like wood and the core, and I'm a Gryffindor, so it's really funny how that works out.
Every time I do one of those, what house are you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm always Hufflepuff. I end up I'm a Hufflepuff.
I was just so Jed and Rachel and I were like, we don't know any Hufflepuffs in the wild, and now I know that you're a Hufflepuff.
I'm sure. I'm trying to remember. Was Robert Pattinson's character? Wasn't he a Hufflepuff?
I think
Cedric Diggory, named after Professor Diggory from Chronicles of Narnia.
I think so because I haven't seen the movies in a while, so I'm gonna have to go and do a rewatch. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Yeah, he was in the Goblet of Fire. He was in the fourth book.
Mm-hmm.
And he's one of the first that gets off by the newly resurrected or newly bodied he who must not be named.
Mm-hmm. Winga Stinga says yes. So
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking forward to the new Harry Potter adaptation? I might consider watching it just for John Lithgow as Dumbledore.
I mean, I have my doubts about it. I mean, I think everybody should have their doubts about it, but
yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to watch it with people if they're wanting to watch it. So, I mean,
yeah, I'm probably not going to watch it.
You're not going to watch it.
I mean, I love John Lithgow, but like, I don't like there's just the fact that they say they're going to be more in line with the book. That's not, I don't think that's going to be the case. So, I mean, I could be wrong though, but I don't think that's going to be the case. But I mean, we'll have to see. Have you played the Hogwarts Legacy game?
No, that's one that's been on my list for a while that I want to play.
Okay, because everybody's either talking about it. No, I haven't played games wise. I haven't played a whole lot myself lately. I've only played like 2 or 3 games I've only played 2 or 3 games in like the last 6 months, maybe even more. I bought the Switch 2.
Okay, yeah.
And I played Metroid Prime 4 first, and then I played Then I played Donkey Kong Bonanza and I just beat that. So
Oh, awesome.
yeah, that one took me a while to that one took me a while to beat and to get into because it's very different from Donkey Kong Country.
Mm,
Because I was expecting more, when you play Donkey Kong, you're expecting like more platforming, bouncing off of enemies and
mm.
running around, avoiding, falling off of cliffs or falling off of moving platforms and all that. Or this game was all smashing and digging, basically. So
Smashing and digging.
yeah, so if you're like if you walk up against a mountain or something, you could
Mhm.
climb it easily, and you just smash everything. And there's hidden stuff in dirt or in sludge or in rock, and that's pretty much the game. That's pretty much the game. So um and it does get good, especially at the end. They bring back a classic villain that we haven't seen in years. So but yeah, I'll have to but yeah, oh, we got a I thought this was one individual, but someone else. Angry Atlantean for $2 sends a super sticker. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Angry Atlantean.
So
It's a what is it? I am strongly considering getting, because after talking to you and Steve, I'm strongly considering getting a Nintendo Switch too.
they are apparently the biggest controversy right now. I'm going to say it the English way, controversy.
Controversy.
They're re-releasing Pokemon Red and Green from the Game Boy Advance.
I saw that today
separately, and everybody's complaining about it. Like, why not just bring it to the the Game Boy Advance portion of the Switch Online? So everybody's complaining about it, and then we have a few of our friends, Angry Canadian, and a few others on that side are saying you guys are just a bunch of morons, idiots, and all that. So, so I like to see all the. It's fun to see. It's fun to see a few of our friends just arguing with everybody else. So, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on with that. I need to play Mario Wonder. That came out on the Switch a while ago. Now, Mario's always been my first game. I first game ever was Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt back in the day. So I played. I haven't played every Mario game, but I played all the main line Mario games. And it's odd that it's over 2 years. I still haven't been in Super Mario Wonder yet. It's a 2D game, so. But it's one of those games where you have singing flowers. Nintendo's putting singing in all their games now. Like Donkey Kong Bonanza, like the main theme is Pauline, the girl. Pauline's the original damsel in the original Donkey Kong. The original arcade Donkey Kong was Pauline. She was the blonde that was standing on top of the construction site and all that. And Donkey Kong's like boom, 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 and he's throwing barrels at you. Well, you're trying to get up to the top of the construction site to rescue Pauline and all that. Well, in the game Donkey Kong Bonanza, Pauline's a little girl and she rides on Donkey Kong's back and she sings. She basically sings, and she unlocks paths by just singing and all that. And the game is crazy as heck. Like you turn into an ostrich, you turn into an elephant, you turn into a zebra, just to access new moves, and you have to have her on your back singing so that she sings the theme, and then you turn into this other animal basically. And sometimes it just looks messed up, but that's kind of how the game is. So and you just dig, you just punch and dig, you punch and break stuff and dig, and that's it. And you collect golden bananas, and there's a lot of callbacks to like Donkey Kong 64 and some of the early games, but there's not enough platforming. That was my issue. So I really got that. So but yeah, Bonanza's a lot of fun. Everybody I've talked to has really enjoyed it. So I guess I'm just an old curmudgeon. I don't. It's hard for me to like new things and all that. So, but yeah, that's a decent game. There's a lot of stuff to do. I beat the game, and I still have I have like I still have like so much more things to discover, but I don't know if I'm going to beat all of it though. So I'm ready to move on. Actually, Salty and a whole bunch of people have been talking about Red Dead Redemption 2. I might actually play that game for the first time.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Are you gonna play that off stream, or are you gonna stream it?
I haven't streamed anything lately. I'm probably just gonna play it offline or something. So
Mm-hmm.
play on my TV back there, get the big screen experience and all that. So my PS4 is there too. So
Mm-hmm. Just hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, hey, look, sometimes there are games that I've streamed, and then there are games that I don't stream because I just want to enjoy it without, the fanfare around it. So
yeah,
I want to make my own opinions.
yeah, exactly. So I was gonna ask, because of it's Lent now, so I forget I forget you're Catholic or
I am.
Irish.
Yep.
So I was just curious, like, do you do the fast on for
On
Lent?
Fridays, yep.
Yeah.
On was it Ash Wednesday? I had to not only fast for meat, but I had to. They call it. Hold on. I had to abstain from meat, but I had to
Okay.
fast. So fasting, it requires either eat 2 small meals and 1 large one, or 2 large ones. So I had to eat so your regular portion sizes of depending
Hmm.
on your meals, you
Yeah.
had to really reduce. So yeah, I had to do that on Wednesday, and then today, of course, it's Friday, so I had to abstain from meat. So
Do you have any? I know, I know it's a Polish thing, but did you have any potchkis the day before Ash Wednesday?
no, I actually was flying back from Florida, so I did not get to do that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I
So
was flying back from Florida, and I did not get into Florida. I did not get home until about I don't know, what was it, 9:30, 10 o'clock or something like that. So I had pepperoni pizza.
pepperoni pizza. Okay. There were even
Some people
though
will do like pancake dinners, or they'll do like the traditional Fat Tuesday, like the Mardi Gras version of it. So
I love a good breakfast dinner. That's my favorite
mhm.
dinner. My favorite dinner, pancake and sausage or bacon or something. Yeah, eggs. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this: pancakes are like my go-to for like breakfast. And I mean, I mean, people like their eggs, but I'm like, I need my pancakes and sausage, and it's
Hmm.
got it. I don't know. Do you eat your pancakes with butter or peanut butter?
Peanut butter.
Yes. Peanut butter is great. It's delicious.
With pancakes?
Yes, it's
No
good.
way. I mean,
Yes.
butter. Yes. I mean, everybody. Butter, like on pancakes, is like essential, but peanut butter.
Peanut butter is delicious with pancakes, and maple syrup is awesome.
Okay, maple syrup is everybody like real maple syrup,
Mhm.
organic maple syrup. Okay.
See, Wingus Dingus agrees with me. Peanut
Well,
butter is
okay.
amazing on pancakes.
What kind of peanut butter? Like the sweeter peanut butter or the less sweeter peanut butter? Like,
Well, it depends.
are we talking like Jif or Skippy? Are we talking like your only peanuts, Smucker's brand?
No, no, no.
Peanuts and salt and that's it.
You got to do the smooth. You can't do the crunchy. Um. Uh.
But does it have to have sugar and palm oil, which is what the typical peanut butters usually have, along with the peanuts?
I really, it just depends on what kind of peanut butter is available. But if I had to choose and do a taste test, I have to go with Jif.
Jif, okay.
Mhm.
You ever have the honey flavored peanut butter? That's really good.
I have tried that, and it's different. It's see, my brain psychologically goes, I need peanut butter, not peanut butter plus honey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, there's so I grew up on the peanut butter that was just basically peanuts and salt, and they came.
Mhm.
It was the Smucker's brand, and the Smucker's brand would either have it creamy or crunchy. We always usually got it creamy.
Yeah,
Um,
creamy is
but there was
basically
no
what we
sugar. There
do.
was no sugar. There was no palm oil. It was
Mhm.
just peanuts. It was just peanuts. That's it.
Yeah.
So, so every like when I was living on my own, just to be rebellious and say, "Hey, I'm living on my own. I can do whatever I want." I
Uh-huh.
bought peanut butter. I bought sugar peanut butter, and you know what? It did taste good, but I felt bad. I felt bad afterwards, and I put on weight, and I was like, "Okay, maybe I shouldn't do this." So
Are you trying to tell me something, Dirt?
no, I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about myself. When I lived on my own. I lived in Central Illinois. I lived in Iowa. I I did all the things I shouldn't have done, basically.
I will say this, but so back in college, I got turned on by one of my college mates. She introduced me to having toast with creamy peanut butter and Nutella. And it was delicious. And let me tell you, guys, don't try this at home if you're trying to lose weight. It's very fattening.
Wait, what was it?
Nutella and peanut butter
Well, I've had that.
on
Oh, I've
toast. Oh my
oh,
gosh, it is so good. It is so good, but it's not good for you. Oh my gosh, it's like a Reese's. It's like a Reese's cup. Yeah, like a
I,
Reese's. Yeah.
yeah. I've had one of my friends
Mhm.
here has made like a pastry with Nutella. It's so good. It's so
Oh,
good. It's so
I
fattening, but it's
have
so good.
I have done a I've made a Nutella cheesecake before.
Oh,
That's oh,
holy crap!
it's delicious. It's very simple and very good.
Now I kind of want to go to the CVS and get some Nutella and just spoon some of just spoon it in my mouth right now. No.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Add a
man.
couple, maybe add a couple strips of bacon. Yeah, DJ. Yep, that's true.
Oh, the bacon we have, and this is the bacon I've been eating lately.
Mhm.
Whiskey cured bacon.
Interesting.
hmm Whiskey peppercorn bacon.
Hmm.
So, that's actually really good. So, I might make some. I might make some tomorrow. So
Ooh.
it's frozen. I can't make it now, unfortunately. So,
No, you gotta let it thaw out. Yep.
yeah. Um, but yeah, is there? Have you seen anything that's? I'm just curious. Have you seen any movies or anything that's good that you want to talk about that you want to recommend right now?
Whew. Um.
Watch any classics? Watch anything new?
Well, tonight I watched. Since we've lost recently, Robert Duvall.
Yeah,
I watched Get Low, which is
I don't think I've seen that one.
it's a very underrated film. It's got Bill Murray in it, and Sissy Spacek in it, and Lucas Black. And it's the time period is set in very poor 1920s Appalachia. And it's about a man who lives by himself. He's a curmudgeon. And
Bill Murray.
no, Robert Duvall.
Oh, Robert Duvall. Okay.
And he is a curmudgeon, and as the title suggests, get low is a phrase meaning you're getting low, your funeral, like you're getting low, like get low, you're getting below ground. um so he plans his funeral party, and there are secrets and sins that he reveals. So you kind of follow along. It's a very underrated film. It's not well known, but it's a really good film, and of course, all the actors are great in it. Um, it's a little hard to understand because what Robert Duvall and some of the actors and actresses do is that they speak just like they're from that time period and that area. So a lot of it is very country, Appalachia country type of speak.
hmm
So you have to kind of pay attention to it. It's not action packed. It's kind of one of those things that's more story based. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So it's a really good movie. It's one that not most people don't talk about. I know Robert Duvall is in many other films, but if if you really want to see something that's kind of out of the extraordinary or something that's off the beaten path, I would suggest Get Low.
Mags, why do you hurt me? I've always
Why?
been loyal. always been loyal. Trying to do my Tom. I'm trying to do a Tom Hagen impression.
Yeah, I know from from the
Godfather Part 2.
Uh-huh.
Michael, why do you hurt me? I've always been loyal. So yeah.
Yeah.
But Don Corleone, always, expects to hear the worst news ever. So, and that leads to I liked him as when he's going to Hollywood, and he meets up with that Hollywood director for Johnny Fontaine's. Johnny Fontaine doesn't get that movie. I've had the best. I've had the best. I can't say it from mixed company here. Stuff around. I've had it all over the world. Now you get the hell out of here. Yeah, that guy, Jack Waltz, the director. But Robert Duvall's just like he's just sitting there. He's eating. He's smiling. He's just like, "Thank you very much for a very good dinner." And don't worry, don't worry, you'll be hearing back from us pretty soon. And we get the famous horse's head. Oh!
It's like his prized horse or whatever.
It was his prize. It was. He probably shouldn't have shown it to Tom. So yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I think Robert Duvall's earliest movie, he was the cabbie in the movie Bullet. So he's giving Steve McQueen a ride. And he only has like a couple lines, but you like, it's like one of his earliest stuff. And then after that, I think Godfather, brought him on the map. And then he was too expensive by the time Godfather 3 came out. So they just killed off his character. His character died, kind of like with Clemence's actor. We wanted too much money for Part 2, so they killed his character off, and they replaced him with Pentangeli. Michael, he spit in my face. I'm gonna get those Rosato brothers. Sorry. I sometimes I get lost in the quotes, but yeah. Oh yeah, so we have a few other people. So we got Staple Bow, Prince of Raven 64. I'm making some progress in Wheel of Time. So thanks, buddy, for being here. Good to hope college is going well for you. And we got the Feanor himself, the guy that I did Clint Eastwood stuff with about a month ago. So
hi,
buddy?
King.
How you doing? The High King. So I do need to with him especially, because he's been really going off on he's been pissing a lot of people off because he's talking about like how the films are only like 10 to 15% adaptations of Tolkien. And after rereading it, he's actually correct. Correct. And if they're ever gonna readapt it, which they probably will, and they'll probably do a shit job, I want to see them adapt what Tolkien wrote on the page, basically. So like Frodo doesn't turn into some zombie boy that has to that has to be taken care of by Arwen. He was alone when he faced the ring wraiths at the ford. That's one thing. And then of course Gimli is not just the walking butt of every joke. He's in that, and same with yeah. But there's a lot. I just can't think of it right now.
Yep.
And then I mean, and there's the aftermath. There's a whole chapter about the aftermath of the battle in Return of the King that they didn't really cover. They could kind of just like skipped. So, and I think that was a very important chapter. So, because everybody's dealing with death and everyone's dealing with and then that's how Aragorn kind of shows like he's the king, like how he basically show that how basically everybody comes to accept that he's the king, basically. So that's one thing that I think should have been in the movie. But then again, the movies were long enough. So yeah,
I almost feel like if they had to truly do an adaptation, I think they would have to do a series. Movies would not. I don't think doing a movie adaptation would cover all the material that's in the books.
Probably not. I mean, you would have to have each chapter, like each chapter could be an episode, in my opinion. And there's 9 chapters, like 8 to 9 chapters a book, and there's 6 books in Lord of the Rings, basically. So because each fellowship is books 1, 2, and so forth. So that's how it's split. So I was but like there's like Farmer Maggot's another one. Farmer Maggot, Merry and Pippin. I forgot Merry and Pippin. Merry and Pippin are bumbling buffoons who are dipshits, basically, in the films. And of course, they stumble onto Frodo, and that's how they become part of the fellowship, become part of the party that leaves the Shire and goes to Breeland. And in the book, they're intelligent and they're not bumbling buffoons, and they're not stealing shit from Farmer Maggot. And Farmer Maggot is a character that actually helps them escape and evade the ringwraiths. He hides them, I think, in his wagon. Fëanor will definitely probably correct me on that, but yeah, I mean that's I mean there's lots of things. I mean, I was rereading this a few years ago with the White Cloaks. Love those guys, by the way. Pips just actually came to Chicago this week, and because now he's flying. Now he works a job where he's flying like private planes for a company. So he comes to Chicago like. I think I've seen him like 3 times in the last 3 months. So he comes like every month.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I got to see him, and he told me his wife is expecting their second kid.
Oh, awesome. Congrats to him.
So I know he's not listening because he's probably too busy taking care of his family right now. But yeah, that's what's going on. So yeah, you heard it here first. But yeah, he's been coming to Chicago, and we had an interesting conversation about faith, and I've been struggling with faith. I've been leaning more towards agnosticism lately myself, for many reasons. And I think part of the reason is just because of how demoralized and how like a lot of the institutions have been like lying or misleading and all that. It's just gotten me to the point where I just don't believe what people say, right? Or I'm very skeptical now. I'm trying not to be cynical, but I'm very skeptical of what people say, and I'm just curious if if religion is just the same deal, like it's just all meant to manipulate and control.
I think as in all institutions, at least for me, this is how I look at it. If you follow Jesus, he's the key. A lot of institutions are made up of men, and this is how I look at it. And I don't say men as in like, oh, I'm not speaking about men and women. I'm speaking in the true terminology of English grammar here. So please bear with me when I say this. We're made up of a lot of these institutions are made up of mortal men, and that's we make up the body of the church, but because we're all of us are equally we're not perfect beings, we're not perfect people, unlike Jesus himself. Therefore there are going to be imperfect people that will be in power and who will be leading. So the church itself is not necessarily imperfect. It's the people that make it up for it. And that's how I look at it. Because if you look down that road and you hear, and as a Catholic myself, there are people who I don't agree with very vehemently, and I do believe that are not following the catechism of the Catholic Church and all these other rules that should be followed by. But I realize that they are human, and they are also I have to pray for them. I can't let them drag me down. I have to pray for them and for myself to be able to follow the right path. So a lot of times it's really hard. I can
Yeah.
understand that. I can very much understand that.
I haven't prayed in years.
Mhm.
Has it been helpful? Has it been?
Um,
I'm not sure how to word this, but
mhm.
has it helped you?
It has. Sometimes uh sometimes God doesn't answer you right away. I've sometimes have waited years for certain answers, and it's I think the whole point is to humble yourself and know that you are not in control of your life. So therefore you have to kind of give it over. For me that's really hard to do. um
You're
it's
telling me.
It's really hard to do, and it's a really I would say it's not a humiliation thing. It's more like a humility thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like there's a seven deadly sins, there's the seven virtues, which is pride. The opposite of pride is humility. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times we're very proud, and a lot of times that stems from ego, and that
Yeah.
we think we can control everything and everything should go our way. And I
I
am a
mean,
perfect example of the fact that in the last 15 plus years of my life, nothing has been in my control. So,
well, I mean, I tried. I mean, my philosophy, I try not to worry about things that are beyond my control.
mhm,
Basically, well, I mean, to quote the Bible, quote New Testament, let
mhm,
tomorrow worry about itself.
mhm,
Basically, so I mean, I still there's still a lot of good stuff in the New Testament, um,
mhm,
that that I live that I still live by. I do believe in humility. I do believe keep yourself in check. I do believe I'm one thing I'm sure everybody knows. I'm very charitable. I'm very like I try to be kind. Um, I try to be I try to be a friend. I try to be a friend where others kind of don't. I don't know how to put it. I I try to be the type of person that as I've experienced lots of different personality types,
mhm,
and I've been put through some humiliation rituals growing up. I mean, we all have, but I'm the type of person that has that does not. So there's different types of people that come out of being treated poorly growing up
mhm,
and being insecure because of that. There are people that want revenge and want to hurt other people because of that, and
mhm,
there are those that do not want other people to feel the way that they do. I'm one of those. I'm
mhm,
one of the latter, basically. So I try to when it comes to how I talk to people, I'm very bad talking to people, honestly.
mhm,
Um I'm very awkward, and my ADHD keeps me from being able to pay attention to group conversations, being able to, handle a group. There have been a few streams where I have not performed well at all, basically.
mhm,
So I do these streams now to kind of improve on that. So
mhm,
um, but I try to be as compassionate as I possibly can to people that are going through stuff because I just don't want people to feel alone. And the other thing is when you're hanging out with me, my goal is I want the other person to be happier coming out of this. Like I don't want them to come out feeling hollow or feel like they wasted their time.
mhm,
So I try to be, I mean, like I try to be as friendly, I try to be as conversational as I possibly can. Have a good time, laugh, get people to laugh, get people to smile. Basically,
mhm,
that's kind of what I am.
mhm.
I'm sure you know that. We've
Yeah,
met in person
we
a few times.
we've met in person a few times. Yeah, I that's it. That's exactly the same way as I am. I'm like, I try to treat people like I don't, you know. me having I know what I've suffered through in life, and I don't want people to feel the same way. So I always treat people that way. And a lot of times for me personally, um, when certain situations where I have given so much understanding and grace to people and then they still treat me like trash, I'm like, okay, time for me to take a break from those people because to be quite
Yeah.
honest, you can some people will be turned off by this term, but I think there's an overarching term like this encompasses a lot. It has nothing to do with money, people. But if you're investing in people so much and putting so much effort into people and then there is no um and
Appreciation.
there's no appreciation that you're giving and you're trying to give them time, you're trying to be there for them, you're trying to be present for them, be mindful for them, blah blah blah, and understanding and giving them grace, and then they don't give that in return. At some point I think it's okay to be like, you know what, obviously you don't appreciate what I'm doing for you or giving or me trying to give you the effort that I feel because I didn't receive that in return a long time ago. Therefore, I'm trying to treat people around me the same, equal leveling here for me. And yes, I can understand if people don't want to meet that expectation, but don't come at me with saying things like, "Oh, we're close friends," but then you don't reciprocate actually being a close friend. It's kind of like one of those things where it's like, you know what?
Yes.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's once again, it's yeah, you have to pay attention to what they do and not what they say. People say, I mean, people have said so many things. Feel like, hey, we should hang out. I'm like, sure,
Mhm.
yeah, sure.
Mhm.
I mean, I
Brian,
smile, I
you
smile, I smile, and I say that, but yeah,
Brian, you and me have been through the ringer with that one, with that phrase. Oh yeah, we should get
we should
together.
totally hang out. Yeah,
We should
why?
totally hang out. And then it's like, okay, yeah, I will believe it when I
And
see
then and
it.
then well, when I was younger, I actually fell for a lot of that, and then I would
Oh.
I would I would say, hey, you want to do something, and I would be ghosted. So.
Yep.
And I didn't know it was called ghosting until like a few years ago. I didn't know. I just
I didn't realize that ghosting was also applied to friendships too. It was always, I for me, I thought it was just applied to relationships
yeah.
or whatever.
So like I've had to let a few friends go.
Mm,
I just stopped calling them. I stopped talking to them, and they didn't call me or talk to me. So
mhm.
I mean, yeah, there's a point where you just have to redirect your resources and all that.
Your
And
energy, you have to
yeah,
match energy and be able to put in that kind of effort to people that really want to give that effort back.
yeah, and I get into so this is I responded to something like this. Today. I've been watching a lot of debates on X between atheists and Christian apologists, basically.
Mhm.
Like I think the latest thing now is Christian apologists are basically attacking atheists because atheists keep changing the definition of atheism. So
Mhm.
um, but that's not important.
Yeah.
What people like a lot of because right now like I said I'm leaning towards agnosticism. So
Mhm.
I'm reading what other Christians are saying, like, oh, love thine enemies, which is straight out of scripture. Which is, I mean, I'm fine with that. But another thing that they said is do good to your enemies. I'm like, no, do not do good to your enemies unless you're far away from them as possible. Like you got to be as far away from your enemies so that, I mean, if your enemy wants to kill you, you can't do any more good. I mean,
Mhm.
I mean, now I'm saying this as an agnostic that doesn't believe that there's an afterlife or
Mhm.
doesn't know if there's an afterlife. So,
Mhm.
so I'm saying this as someone who basically, believes that, this life is the only one we have to, make it count. Um, and you can't really do good to others if you spend your resources doing good to people that want to hurt you, that don't appreciate you. That's why
Mhm.
that's why like just like what we're talking about, like there are people that need this more than others.
Mhm.
And that's why, and it's up to us to kind of identify that and make the wise decision, who, you know, we give, we devote our resources to, who we show our compassion towards people, because there's people that really need it, and it will help them and they will appreciate it, as
Yep.
opposed to, I mean, it's good to love your enemies and hope them well, but you don't want to be near them, because like I said, they're your enemies.
A lot of times there are people that do end up being toxic and poisonous in your life, and they will just
And yeah,
end up
you, yeah,
being cancerous and causing you to be dragged down. And at the end of the day, you have to devote your time, your energy, and your efforts to people who, uh, not because you expect that in return from other people, but at the same,
no,
it's a different kind of level of appreciation. Like, I would much rather spend my time with people who are, um I don't want to bring this up, but I know there are some people out there who are in need because of certain circumstances in their life, and I am more willing to give to them because I know for a fact that we'll still remain friends.
yeah,
Like, there's a difference between people taking advantage of you versus somebody who's willing to have a reciprocity of it. People will think, oh, well, you're transact. No, it's not that. It's not transaction. It's more. There's something else involved here that it's really hard to put into words. And I have I've been around people like that. I've volunteered with around people who can't give in return right away, but I know
yeah,
I can say, as long as we can be friends, as long as we're, good people to one another, I'm fine with that. But
yeah,
it's a matter of appreciation too. Like, I'm not expecting appreciation, but there are definitely people who treat what you give them as something as an actual gift versus, like, oh, I
take it
thank
for
you.
granted. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. There's a
yeah,
difference there.
yeah, totally. Um, so yeah, and I don't, like, for me, like, I don't, like, when I do something nice for someone, I don't regret it,
Mhm.
even if they don't appreciate it.
Mhm.
But like like you said, um, it's basically time to kind of pool those resources, to those that really do need it and really do benefit.
Mhm.
And like, there's people in this community, people that may or may not be in this chat right now, that I mean, well, maybe not in this chat, but like, one person in particular was going through, had like several accidents, has been in and out of the hospital. Medical bills have
Mhm.
been medical bills, and everything has been like bleeding him dry. His job didn't help him. His job didn't pay him for a few weeks.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm hearing this, and then more stuff happened to him recently, um, and he needed help.
Mhm.
And now, I don't expect everyone to be able to help people, because everybody has their own issues. Like, I'm single, I'm not married. I don't have
Mhm.
to worry about that. I
Mhm.
tell people who are married that they have, oh, you're it's not just you got a lot of other
Yep,
people
yep.
that
You
you
have
have
other
to support.
responsibilities
You
going
have bigger
on.
responsibilities, and you never have enough money anyway. So,
Mhm.
but it's different for me. So I was able to be in a position where I could just give him resources. Okay, money. I'll say money, so he could pay for some of the stuff,
Yep.
basically. Um, and I said, if you can repay me, that's fine. I mean, if you can't repay me, that's also fine.
I know.
I think I trust you enough. I trust you enough. I want you to have. I want you to be able to eat. I want you to be somewhat at ease.
I have said to people who, um not to toot my own horn, this is not that thing, but I
I
think,
definitely tooted mine just now.
but for me, I just say, I just want your friendship. Like, I don't. They're like, oh, I'll pay you back. Like, I'm like, no, like, I'm in a better position than you are. Like, why? I don't want you to pay me back. Pay me back in friendship. Like, we'll hang out another day. Like,
Yeah,
There's
just yeah, I
just
mean, yeah,
just
or I'll give you a chance, or I'll give you a chance to do something nice for me. How about that?
or like, hey, you know what? There's a movie that I'd like to see. You go buy the ticket. Like,
There you go.
you know,
There
like
you go. Yeah, there you go.
just like let's go watch a movie together. Like, you know, I don't need to be like alone. This is not alone. Like when I give of my own free will because I know I don't know. Like people are already dealing with enough, and then we
Yeah,
hear somebody that you are very close to who's dealing with a lot, and then
yeah,
a lot on top of it. It's like, well, why would I expect a return of money? Like it's weird. I don't know. It just feels weird to me. It's like,
yeah.
mm,
But yeah, I mean, like, I'll like, I mean, like, like, yeah, like, I bought when I had dinner with Pips the other day.
uh-huh.
Um, I bought him the drinks because, like, because he has a card, he can do stuff. He can pay for his own dinner and all that, but it doesn't cover alcohol. He has to pay for alcohol out of his own pocket. So whenever he
Mhm.
comes by, I always I usually pay for the alcohol, and
Right.
he's usually like, come on, he's like, what, dude, come on, dude, let me pay. You drove me. I'm like, nah, I'm like, nah, I'll do it. But then he's like, I'll buy you dessert. I'm like, okay, fine, all right, fine. I gave in. I let him do something nice for me. So,
Mhm.
and I think that's important. So you gotta read. I mean, you gotta read the room, and with certain people.
Mhm.
And like, it's just human connection is very important. Human, just having
Mhm.
someone sit down there, talk to, break bread, and all that. That's very important stuff. And I like with salt doing with salty. I talked about Portland. That was a great time too. Like everyone I've met, everyone like I'm very like I try to get along with as many people as I can because
Mhm.
one thing I understand is that everybody is different. Everybody has their own quirks. Everybody has their own uniqueness to them and their own beliefs and all that. And
Mhm.
I'm not the type of person that's going to just judge like the only time I will judge somebody is if I look at how they treat others. Basically,
Mhm.
like if they throw somebody under the bus, I am not going to like them. If if they say bad stuff about a person and that person's not there, I'm not going to like the person.
Mhm.
So really look at how people act and what people and actually what people say about others.
Mhm.
That's usually that's the only things that turn me off. Other than that, I try my best to see if I can relate to other people
Mhm.
and stuff. And it hasn't always been easy because there's times where I can't think of anything to say to people, or I'm like I'm at my friend's party, my friend's kid's birthday party, and I am not connecting with anybody, and
Mm.
it's and it has happened sometimes. There are times where I've had to leave early because I just like I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the vibe, and I'm not. And the thing is, nobody's talking to me either. So that's the other thing. Like
Mhm.
I'm not able to. I try to talk to people. They either walk away, or I'm just sitting there and nobody's talking to me because I'm a stranger. I'm not family.
Mhm.
I'm the friend of the dad basically. So
Mhm.
nobody gives a shit. So
Mm.
and that's kind of I mean it hasn't always been that way, but there are times where I've had to leave early from events because of that, because it's too painful to
Mhm.
stay there and just to feel like you're invisible.
Mhm.
And I mean, it's more true for guys than for girls. So nobody gives a crap about guys. So, but
You'd be surprised the amount of times I've been a wallflower, not on my own terms.
yeah, yeah. So like, I mean, there's a lot of things that like I still I still struggle with, and
Mhm.
one of those things is jealousy because of because of where I see, because a lot of my friends are married and all that, and I'm kind of wondering like why I didn't follow that same route and all that.
Mhm.
Um, a lot of the times is because of, but honestly, it's because of seeing my friends in relationships and not them not being in good relationships, and then witnessing my parents, struggling, all that, and um, it's a complicated one for me to talk
Mhm.
about, but I've been a little bit, but I've been a little bit more open with people about that. So,
Mhm.
um, but yeah, it's just like I still follow. Like I don't believe in just like going around and doing degenerate stuff. Like that's just never. Maybe I can thank my Christian upbringing for that. Like
Mhm.
I went to Lutheran school, so I
Mhm.
learned about the Old Testament and the New Testament and
Mhm.
the Lutheran Catechism. um, and I went to and my the church that my mom went to when my parents were separated when I was
Mhm.
real young. The church that they went to, that our neighbor, my mom had my neighbor bring us to her church. The church was started by brothers who graduated from Wheaton College here in Chicagoland. And it was basically one of those churches that was in a house basically, or
Mhm.
in a larger house that was rented by several people, kind of like almost like a fraternity house in a way, but not
Mhm.
quite. It was a manor. But then they eventually decided to become part of the Eastern Orthodox church.
Oh, really?
So
Eastern
yeah,
Orthodox. Okay.
yeah. So and that happened like so I was like 2 or 3 years old when my mom started going there. My dad never really wanted to. My dad never. My dad grew up Catholic, but he never connected with the people at that church. So throughout growing up, like he never was part of that. He was never really part of that world with
Mhm.
us. So, um, but he was there when we got chrismated. So,
Okay.
chrismated is basically the Orthodox term for confirmation, Catholic
Interesting.
confirmation. So,
See,
as an
like
8-year old, I got
I
chrismated into the Eastern Antiochian Orthodox Church. And
I got
what's funny is
mine.
there's no cat. What's funny is I was looking up online to see if there. I wanted to read the Catechism of the Orthodox Church. They don't
Mhm.
have a catechism. Like they don't have that. Like they have a single website that basically states their beliefs, and that's pretty much it. So
Mhm. See, this is my college. So I got this in during my college years, and I'm not going to show the written things that are in here, but Maggie, oh, Max is Lucy, and Brian is Charlie Brown. What?
well, I'm bald, so I guess that would work. That would make sense for me. So was that
Da-da-da-da.
was that so what does that mean? Does that mean that Max is going to be putting me down, calling me
I,
a blockhead, and
I
then
did
and
not
then
do
and
that,
then and then
Corey.
pulling and then she's going to say, "Hey, come on, kick this football."
Yeah, I'm not.
I won't pull it. I won't pull it away.
I'm not kicking him down. Let's see. I'm
And
trying
then
to
I'm
grab
gonna
my
say I'm gonna
religious
go
book
and kick
here.
that ball straight to the moon. Ah, yeah, and I fall and break my back and hit my head on something, and I'll be vegetable.
Whoop.
Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe not.
Let's see here. I am like I gave um one of my Bibles to. This is working because I think my book stoppers are it's a lot of books right there. To
You're Lucy in the therapy booth. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes perfect sense.
okay. But I gave one of my Bibles to actually I forgot what version it was to Wingus Dingus as a gift, but I have my Catholic Youth Bible too, so it's like if you
Catholic.
ever want to use,
I don't know what that is. What's the Catholic Youth Bible?
I think it's meant for young people to read to be able to handle be able to read the Bible, and it gives like little explanations and exegesis and everything on the side. So
I never, I never ever owned a Catholic Bible with their like
see,
how many
got that.
more books? Isn't there like a billion other more books in the Old Testament? First and second
Um,
Maccabees, Tobin, um, Jubit. Okay, maybe not Jubit. That's not a name. But there's other books that are not in the typical Protestant or even Orthodox Bibles.
Well, probably
Def-
I would say yes. I'm not really the best lore person in the Catholic Church. That
Yeah,
would be
that would be Miss
Teresa.
that would be Miss Martin Muses. Yeah,
Because
Teresa.
I will say this, I am not one. So like I have my faith and I have my beliefs or whatever, but there are people that are far better at being able to like expound upon and be able to um talk
Yeah,
about the faith a lot easier and a lot better than I can. It's always been a difficult thing for me. I don't know what it is, but I just never been able to have that particular mind where I can just, you know, word dump and be able to tell you exactly every little detail.
yeah.
And I've never been good in debates. So that's
Neither
probably
have I.
that's been kind of been my weak point. So I do what I can by reading stuff like this. I do what I can by reading stuff like this. And I read like Lives of the Saints. I try to do as best as I can. But if you ask me questions on things, I'm gonna be like, deer in headlights. I'm not really good. I know part of it is I need to learn how to be able to teach people, and that's the best way you can learn. But unfortunately, I'm not a good teacher. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Same here. I'm the same way.
I
Like
just
you.
try to look at it from this perspective of if my actions speak louder than my words, and hopefully maybe that will translate to that. But I realize too that I'm a very flawed person. I will freely admit that I'm a sinner, and I'm definitely not a saint. I try very hard to live up to the teachings of the Catholic faith and the saints, and their men and women that are far greater than me. But I will, because I will never say things like I'm better than somebody else. Oh no, 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 no.
I am.
No, knowing knowing my life, I'm just gonna say this. Nope, I'm not better than anybody else. I'm a deeply flawed person, and I just hope that it's some way, um, hopefully something that I live by that will influence somebody in in a positive light. But I am definitely not a saint. So, and I try very hard to, if there's one thing I can say this is that it's hard for me to forgive myself. So that's one of my problems.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's another thing I wanted to talk about that I've been adopting lately, and I hate to quote Spaceballs, but you know the character John Candy's character, John Candy's character Barf, basically.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
He's like, I'm half dog and half man. I'm my own best
Best
friend.
friend. Yep.
Well, you kind of got to be that way.
Yep.
I mean,
Well, and unfortunately,
you have to, and that's something that this is something I've this is something I've struggled with ever since I was younger. It's just like, learning to forgive yourself, learning to love yourself. I know this doesn't sound right, but
no,
you gotta love yourself
it's
in order
not.
to love others.
It's not a selfish thing. You have to
You have to
yeah,
understand yourself. You have to,
you have to love yourself to the point where you're giving the dignity that you
yes,
deserve, and the bound to be able to create the boundaries and the respect that you deserve. And that
yes,
way, in order to do that, it's kind of like the glass. Like you can only give so much when your glass is, you know, there's only so much in the glass. Like I had to pour a little bit more.
yeah,
So you can only give so much. So in order to respect others around you, you have to respect yourself or be able
yes.
to create that. So
You can't help others if you can't help yourself. You can't love
exactly.
others if you can't love yourself.
And that's something that I wouldn't say I don't have a problem helping other people, but I have a problem with myself, and that's something that I have to constantly work on. So
Yeah, like there are times where I felt guilty about like making a mistake or
mhm.
messing something up to the point where I might lose something. And I think the other day I was just telling myself, I was just telling myself, I was being compassionate with myself.
Mhm.
I was just simply telling myself, don't beat yourself up over this. It's
Mhm.
not fully, no matter what anybody says, it's not fully on you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you'll do better. I tell myself you'll do better, and you will. And also try to tell myself, yeah, put yourself. You have to think about yourself. You have to put yourself. You can't think about other people. You got to think about yourself because everybody else thinks about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody puts themselves first. That's something I've noticed quite a bit. Even my friends, even my Christian friends,
Mm-hmm.
they put themselves first. And if you say, "Hey, let's do something," they're like, "No, I'm busy.
Mm-hmm.
I have stuff to
Mhm.
do," and
A
then they
lot of
never
times
talk
with
to you.
stuff like that, when somebody asks me, like what they want to do or whatever, not that I'm saying I'm any better, because sometimes I'll say like, look, I'm busy, but I will give like reasons like as to why I'm busy, like, hey, this is going on in my life. But
Yeah,
also I'll be like, but hey, let's try to look at other, like I am available on these dates. So it's kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
trying to
So
work
and
trying to work with people here, you know?
yeah, I usually try to do that too because I've experienced so much. Just I'm busy with no explanation, and I mean I'm not entitled to an explanation,
Mhm.
but it would be nice. But it would be nice because I
It's
mean
courteous.
it's courteous and I've treated you well. At least
Mhm.
I think I've treated you well.
Mhm.
So I think I'm entitled to, and then there's that key word entitlement.
Entitled.
I feel like, and that's sometimes that's something I kind of wrestle over, wrestle with myself over is like, when am
Mhm.
I entitled to something versus when I'm not? Because there's a lot of times where where people say, "Oh no, you're not entitled to anything." I'm like, well, "Are you sure?
Mhm.
Really?" So
Mhm.
I
I
don't know.
think
I gotta drink some water.
I think we're owed. There's a term, so people, at least in the with from my Catholic teaching, as well as having being in political science and economics, um, I think you're owed some sort of justice. So justice, the term, the definition of justice is you're owed something, you're owed another, or
Hmm.
owed something to another. And I feel like there is some sort of justice there where, you know, you're doing things out of the kindness of your heart and out of like just being a normal human being and respect and dignity of the human person. And then when somebody doesn't give that in return, you kind of go,
What did I
where,
do? Well, you
what,
first thing you ask is, what did I do wrong?
yeah, what did I do wrong? And then it's almost like, well, you are owed a little bit of a something there, because especially if there's been some sort of established relationship and all of a sudden somebody says, no, I'm busy, like that doesn't make any sense. So
Yeah, it comes off as a little rude, to
it
be
does come
honest.
off as a little rude. It's not courteous at all, and at least as a southern girl that would be not polite. So
Yeah.
just what it is.
So, like, so I've been more. I keep I'm very mindful of people's behavior and what people say versus what they do. So, which should be everybody, everybody with a working brain, obviously. So,
Mhm.
um, but I am very tired right now, and I gotta drink some more water.
Am I keeping you
I
up, Ryan? Am I?
No, you're not. I still have. Wait. I'm not going to finish the stream until I drink this. Wait. I
Oh no, don't. Oh, Brian, don't. You don't need to do that.
I got a little bit more, but
You're gonna. No, you need to drink some more water, sir. Come
I got
on.
it.
Okay, good. Good, because you don't want to be chugging. Um,
Yeah,
so
I did that last time with Pips, and I completely humiliated myself doing that. I ended up choking on the. We were drinking to our grandparents, and
oh,
I choked on it, and I felt so bad after doing that. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. Because we were talking about military, we were talking about Few Good Men, and I was
mhm,
talking about my grandparents, my grandpas who I've never met.
mhm,
So I didn't really get that. Another thing I didn't really get, and that's something another thing I'm jealous of, and this is something I have to keep in mind if I ever want to start a family,
mhm.
there has to be a sense of community because I mean, one thing I've noticed is
Agree
that the
with
more
that.
successful people that are successful with whether they're successful in sports or school, they have a community of people that they go to. They have either big families
Mm-hmm.
that connects them with things and connects them with people, resources that allows them to be good at stuff, to excel, to grow basically, versus those that are at a disadvantage.
I will
And
say
those that
this.
don't, then like my parents didn't have anybody. Like my
Mm-hmm.
dad had no friends. Like when my dad passed away, he had no friends or family that were there for him at his memorial service. Now he was Catholic. We had a Catholic memorial service for him,
Mm-hmm.
but nobody was there for him. Now we talked to people on Facebook. I let everybody know. Only people that attended were either friends of me or friends of my brother, or my mom's family, or my mom's coworkers. There was really no one there for my dad himself, and thinking about that, after the fact, broke my heart.
Right.
My dad was alone because he had to, he was gonna, he was on track to take over his parents' business. So his mom and dad established a golf club business,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad, decided not to go to college. He's like, I'm gonna work for my dad. He's like, I'm gonna work for my dad, and I'm gonna work for my dad, learn everything I could, and eventually, take over when his parents retire. Well, his parents didn't really get to retire. They both died young. They both, like, his mother died 2 weeks before my parents had their wedding.
Oh
So
my
that
gosh.
was messed up. And then his father went a year and a half later. So,
Mm.
and I wasn't even born yet. So he lost both parents, and he was the youngest in his family. He was over a decade younger than his sister and his brother. So his brother and sister were both born in the 40s, and he was born
Mm.
in the late 50s. So, and they were pieces of shit.
Mm.
Like they were terrible people. And so my dad was pretty much alone, and his older sister uh, ruined him and stuff, and he ended up getting sick because of all the stress and
Mhm.
smoking. So um, so he lost like his community, and then his friends. I mean, he had, like, I think I don't know for sure. I can't ask him now, but I had ADHD. I have ADHD.
Mhm.
And that's, like I said earlier, like it's kept me from making friends and reading the room and functioning in groups. I mean, I've gotten better at it, but I think my dad had a similar issue. He couldn't connect with people. He had friends. He might have had friends at one point because he used to play baseball quite a bit. My dad was he was a good looking guy.
Mhm.
But he just, when I mean, my dad, yeah, my all my dad had was my mom. But
Mhm.
even then, my parents were separated at one point.
Mhm.
So I always felt, sometimes, this is going to sound a little irrational, but there were times where I felt guilty for simply existing, for being present.
Oh,
So yeah.
Brian, don't think that way.
Well,
No.
that's how I don't feel that way now. I mean, I've spent several years.
Mm.
I've had several years to think about this, but I mean, there were times where I've just, I would be present. I would be like, oh, because like, once again, my ADHD,
Mhm.
um, and there were just points where I would just feel guilty, and
Mhm.
that's just kind of how it was. And I mean, I took that stuff with me for years and all that, and I think getting older, talking to more people, trying my best to build something, try my best to build friendships with people, try to build relationships. I'm the one that's basically initiated and visited everybody. Basically,
Mhm.
everyone that I've met online, everyone that I've met in person, has basically happened because of my initiation. Basically,
Mhm.
everybody. And everybody's been appreciative. And I'll be honest, like, compared to the people, compared to the fraternity I joined, compared to the people I've met in college and high school, I mean, even my friend group that I've had, youth group that I like I said, there were a few guys there that I was friends with for years, and I had to let them go. I feel like this is a great new start, and even though this is a far away friendship, this is a more distant thing. I mean, I'm in Chicago, you're in the East
Virginia.
Coast, you're
Mhm.
in Virginia, and a lot of other people are far away too.
Mhm.
So I can't really see them even if I wanted to, or I can't really see them like at a whim, but basically going and just going there and just breaking bread and doing all that stuff, I think is very important. I think human connection is
Mhm.
extremely important. That's why I've been doing it, and I think it's enriched my life and it's kept me from being cynical.
Cynical and isolated and everything else. I mean, that's what
Yes.
I'm basically doing the same thing where like this year I just decided, you know what? I'm just gonna go travel and do things. And if I can't, it depends on the PTO, of
When are you
course.
going to come to Chicago?
Well, definitely not in the winter.
Yeah,
So
true.
definitely
Yeah,
not in the
true.
winter. Um, but that's why I was like, I need to go to Florida. I know I have a family member and a friend in Texas that I would like to visit. I have two friends that are in Arkansas. Um, I'm just, I'm trying to fit it all in. I know this year for me is going to be a lot of traveling. So Florida, I'm going to, doing two family trips this year that are overseas, and it's a matter of, okay, how much time do I have left here unless I don't get paid. But at the end of the day, like if you have the time, you have the means, just go ahead, go do it. Go travel, go find your people, go out to
Hey, I
people.
went. Hey, I went all the way to Japan.
I know you did. You did. Went to see
It was
Angry
it was
Canadian.
it was a
Yeah.
great it was a great time too. It was a
Yep.
great
And
time.
I think I don't know where I put those, but you sent me some postcards and everything, and I
Yeah, well, that was from him.
mhm.
That was from our AC. He basically ordered me to send you those cards, or he would not be
Oh,
shipping.
that was
No, I'm
really
kidding.
sweet of
I'm
him.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, he asked me to do it,
Oh,
and I did it. So
okay, good. All right, thank you, AC. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's yeah, you gotta find your people, and some things that I always talk about is that you like one, it's not just your family that you have to live around, but it's also you have to make your community.
yeah,
Unfortunately nowadays, especially today, is that we have to make our community that's it's very distant. Like a lot of my friends, a lot of my closest friends, I have friends here where I live, and you know where I live, but a lot of my closest friends are like not here. Like a lot of
yeah,
my closest friends are people that I talk to that are 1,000 miles away. It's just the reality of the situation.
yeah,
So because of where how we connect with one another nowadays, it's a totally different aspect. So
yeah,
you have to make time for these types of people, and you just that's what you have to do. And a lot of times you have to go visit and
yeah,
make a physical presence. And honestly, it's how I know you and me, and it's helped with Steve, and it's helped with other people. For me personally, having that face-to-face connection, because then it's like,
yes.
oh, you're a real person, so therefore we're not going to treat each other like shit. So
Yeah, I mean, and that's the one thing
excuse
I've
me for
noticed
saying it
with.
like that.
Yeah,
It's just
that's the one thing I've noticed with bigger channels and all that. So
mhm.
that's why I'm not really. I used to want to try to get other bigger people to be on streams like this. Now I'm no longer interested.
Yeah.
I might be a little drunk right now because I'm feeling a little more giddy than I'm usually on.
Well,
So
then drink some more water, mister. That's what you should
I
do.
have wait. A little bit left. I got a little bit left.
No, you gotta drink some more. Brian, drink some more water after this.
I got it right here.
Yep. So,
25 seasons of 19 baseball Hooters. Oh, it's a Hooters cup.
oh, it's a Hooters. Uh-oh.
I think
Oh.
this is a Beloit Snappers minor league team in uh well in Wisconsin, Beloit, Wisconsin. I think. I forget. I forget.
um. So, it's a very hard concept. Like you and me have been around. this space for a while. Corey, you have been around this space. I always say the space as in capital T, capital S, T M, the space.
Yeah.
Corey, you've been around this space. A lot of us have been around the space for quite some time, and we were like basically very innocent type people where we had, we thought good of other people, and honestly, sometimes it's just a matter of you have to weed out the people that are really just not into investing with other people. That's just what it is, and it's unfortunate, but that's how it is. And for me, I know plenty of people in my town, and I am very invested in a lot of people in my town, and it's very odd to me to not have that kind of same similar effort. But at the same time, it is what it is. Not everybody's going to be like that around the world, and I have to figure that out. Yeah, it's like Wingasinga says, sometimes people reveal themselves, and that is a very true statement.
Hey, Mags, I got something to tell you. I'm actually no, I'm kidding. There
are some people that have truly revealed themselves, and I'm just like, okay.
Anybody I know, don't answer that.
Maybe, I don't know. Probably.
So yeah.
Probably, but not in your real mutual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, I am like the people that I want to meet are people that I've actually feel like I have a good rapport with.
Mm-hmm.
And
you and me and Steve had a great time. We threw
we were throwing axes and weapons at what was that place called?
Virginia Axe Company.
The Virginia Axe Company. Yeah,
we were throwing shovels, guys.
We were throwing ninja throwing stars. And I put on the one of the themes from Ninja Gaiden. That one, the epic one.
That was fun.
So yeah, I still want. I went to an Irish place the other day, an Irish bar not too far from me. And they had corned beef egg rolls. They didn't have Reuben egg rolls quite. Like I want those. Like your pub. Like I want those I want that Reuben egg roll again. That's what I want. What I want. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed those. That was a really good. It was a great time. We had a great time. We went to a restaurant. We went to a restaurant. got like lunch or something. And we went to throwing axes and shit.
Well, we also did mini golf. We did putt.
We did mini golf. That was fun. And then we what did we do after? Oh yeah, we went to the Irish part. Everybody knew Mags there. Like you were like the celebrity there.
I was. When I say it, like I know everybody at the pub. Yes, that is very true.
She knew everybody.
I knew everybody.
She knew everybody at the pub.
I knew everybody behind the bar, and I knew everybody in the kitchen.
She knew everybody. So like, yes. So yeah. No, we didn't have Irish. Did we have it? No, we didn't have Irish.
Well, see, no, we didn't have Irish car bombs because I think you guys were traveling and I didn't want to do it. But I think we did. Well,
I know Steve did
like a whiskey.
Yeah, I drank because Pips ruined me basically. He got me. We did the three of us did initial whiskey tasting stream, and I had no idea what I was talking about.
Yes, Pips gave me he mailed me this sampling of whiskeys. It was great. We should do that again. I should send him some money. That would be good.
He's the type of person when he would not accept it. So you have to.
I know.
You have to be sneaky about it. I want
to be very sneaky about it. I have not visited his channel in forever.
Well, yeah. Well, White Cloaks haven't really done anything ever since the Wheel of Time series got canceled. So they basically won. They won the war basically.
They won the argument.
The White Cloaks won the war. That show got canceled. Mm-hmm. And then here's the thing that I want to bring up to you. So like there are people out there that there's people that don't like, you know, the type of stuff that is being made now, the type of
Mhm.
adaptations are being made now. And then there are those that do. There are those that do because they feel that it's better to have something than to have nothing.
Mhm.
Whereas I feel in our case, people that, you know, that are on our side that think like us,
Mhm.
they would rather have something. They would rather have nothing than something that's bad to the point where it degrades. That it would degrade and and basically ruin any chances of a proper adaptation.
Mhm.
And in this case, you know, Wheel of Time. You know,
Mhm.
now I have my issues with the story. That's why it's taking me so long to read it. But that is nothing compared to how the showrunner decided to adapt it.
Oh yeah.
It's like imagine if they completely changed the characters to be totally different people,
Mhm.
and they cut out, like, I mean, like, Game of Thrones, for all of its issues, especially even in the later seasons, they at least took like some of the action, some of the better moments from the later books, because the later books were more of a drag than the first
Mhm.
three. The
Mhm.
later books didn't have nearly as many action sequences, but at least they included those. They included those moments.
Mhm.
Wheel of Time had plenty of action moments and plenty of tension and plenty of good parts that they didn't even include. They didn't even adapt.
Mhm.
Like, they failed to adapt some of the parts that are memorable in that first book for that first season. And they completely bungled it. And because of that, I don't know if they'll ever adapt it proper. Like, they decided not to adapt what Robert Jordan wrote. Like, can you imagine if that was the case for? I mean, can you imagine if that was the case for Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings movies, even though the movies have their issues and their changes, you know, no movie and book adaptations ever the same, but
Mhm.
it still resembled what Tolkien wrote, at least.
Right.
Even if Christopher, even if young Christopher Tolkien, you know, he's not young, but may God rest his soul, um, did not like him,
Mhm.
did not like the films.
Mhm.
Um, it still resembled what was written to a degree.
Mhm.
Like, they still had the Weathertop, you know, attack. They still had, you know, them going into the mines of Moria. They still had the Council of Elrond.
There was some semblance of the spirit of it rather than
Wingus
like
Dingus is totally right. Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
no, go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
Go
No, I'm
ahead.
just saying Wingus Dingus is correct. And you were saying something, and I was a jerk and said
Mhm.
and interrupted you. So I am
Mhm.
sorry.
It's okay. Nope, you're good.
So.
Go ahead. No.
No,
Say
no,
what
I was just saying what he was saying. I interrupted you. So sorry. Finish your thought.
No, he's correct. Don't do it right or don't do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, but there I mean, there's also, with adaptations too, you have to be in the spirit of something because not every adaptation is going to be word for word like 100%, but as long
correct.
as it's
Yes,
within the spirit of it. I mean, I will say it's, I can understand where people's gripe on the movies are solid, but I think there's some spirit to the movies themselves. Whereas something like Amazon Rings of Prime, Rings of Power, is not the spirit of Lord of the Rings at all. So it's
I
like,
still think that show. Everybody likes to hate on Rings of Power, and I get it.
mm,
But I mean, like, I've gotten to debates about whether that is worse than Wheel of Time.
mm.
I think Wheel of Time is the worst show because of simply because of the fact that
I didn't have to
of the
watch
decisions that they were made.
I didn't have to watch the show. I watched Pips and the White Cloaks talking about the show and like you people, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this show?
It's nonsensical. It's nonsensical is what it is.
Oh gosh, I still have yet to read uh Robert Jordan's books. So The Wheel of Time.
Well,
That's something I need to that's something
Robert Jordan's very detailed. Like, he spends lots of paragraphs. Like, he will, like, one character will say something, one character will say like like a single sentence of will say a single sentence, and then Robert Jordan will go into crazy detail on the context of why that character said that one line for like several paragraphs until the next character responds, to the point where I forgot what the character said in the first place. That's how Robert Jordan is. A lot of people, I mean, yeah, like our white cloak friends, Prophet of the Dragons, Salty, Man of Nethrin, technically Mexican, all those guys. They love that aspect of the Wheel of Time. I'm still, I mean, I'm getting more used to it. You know, it's taken me some getting used to. I'm so used to Song of Ice and Fire type of George R. R. Martin type of writing, whereas Robert Jordan's like a totally different level of totally different level in that regard. Like you have to really kind of understand the subtext of what he's saying too. It's not as straightforward as you'd think. That's kind of how Wheel of Time is. And then Robert Jordan unfortunately passes away. Everybody knows this. And then Brandon Sanderson comes in and takes over and finishes the series.
Right.
And I looked. I mean, I haven't read the books. I haven't read the final books yet because I'm only on book 10. I have book 10 and book 11. Those are the last two Robert Jordan books, and then the last three are Brandon Sanderson. I looked at the Brandon Sanderson. Because I have the physical copies right here. I looked at the Brandon Sanderson books, and I'm like, wow, there's no like the paragraphs are nowhere near as long as the Robert Jordan stuff. So
wow.
So there's a big difference in the writing style. But the reason why Brandon Sanderson was finishing it was because Robert Jordan's wife, who works for the publisher directly, and she was also his editor, hired him because of the fact that he wrote a very moving eulogy on his, because Brandon Sanderson has his own website. He wrote a moving eulogy, and she read one of his books, which was Mistborn.
Okay.
And Mistborn, she liked Mistborn, and she thought it would fit with what, Wheel of Time was. So that's kind of how it was. So, and when we have a Wild AC came in, so I'm taking he beat he was playing Star Fox Zero for the for the Wii U. So yeah, I might be a little bit inebriated right now. So the water's helping though. I'm not vomiting or anything like that.
You need some pizza in your diet there. Hey AC, I see you in chat.
So yeah, I think it's 11 p.m. So is there anything else you want to talk about, or is there anything else you want to promote? Are you doing any more video game streams? Are you gonna play? Did you hear about? So I'm seeing all over X that Chrono Trigger is going to be remade. Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that. I'm not sure if it's certain. I'm sure AC could probably fill us in on that one. But
he himself, he played the game and he beat it for the first time.
Really? Oh, AC, I beat it the first time last summer. So we should probably talk or commiserate on that one. But I don't know if is there going to be a remake on Chrono Trigger at all? Because
it's a rumor. It's I saw it as nothing but a rumor. So but a lot of people are like you. I mean, at this point, if the word came out, it's likely going to be true. So maybe they'll reveal it as maybe a Nintendo thing or something. So I don't know. Yeah. So he's talking about he agrees with you.
Let's go. All right.
He actually likes. He doesn't like me. Like I'm just once we met in Japan, he actually came to U.S. Came with his wife. He came to visit family. And he came to Chicago to meet a bunch of us. Well, he already met me, but yeah.
Hey, Angry Canadian. Next year, I have a lot of trips planned this year, but next year, I like to have a trip to Japan. So I need to talk to you. So one of these things are like bucket lists for me. So one of them is Japan, and I literally would like to get to Japan.
Japan is awesome. I'm just gonna
So
say it.
we're gonna
Japan
have to connect
was awesome.
somehow.
Yeah, Japan was totally awesome. It was
Mm.
a great time. One of my my favorite time. I mean, I loved going to Kyoto. Me and him went to
Hey,
Kyoto.
maybe we could do a group trip. We could go together and then like, because look, I got Yoshi. I'm a Yoshi. I love Yoshi. I'm sorry, Yoshi's my boy. But anyway,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's totally correct here. Yeah, no,
yes, you're in good hands.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
So, yeah, he was basically he was basically like what do you call it? Yeah, chauffeur. He was basically my chauffeur. He picked me up.
He's your
And
guide. He's your guide.
he was my guide.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I had to. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I had to learn. I had some learning I had to do to properly fit into Japanese society, so to speak. So, but my favorite time was actually the first day. My favorite time was the first day when all of us got together. Me, him, Ginger Ninja, and
You should
Gray.
see what AC said in chat.
What do you say? And you are a lady, so I will give you more patience than Brian. Dude, you're married. You can't do that. You're married.
Oh, no, I will hang out with people. Like I will. Hey, look, I'm respectful towards people who are in that you are married or whatever. I would love to be Ninja. Because I actually
He's an awesome guy.
I
Like,
have it. I have an artwork
is,
from Ginger Ninja.
I where is it? Where is it? I have it right here. Wait, give me.
He did something about Lord of the Rings, and I said I wanted that, and he gave it to me. So, or I bought it from him. Sorry, I'm trying to get over a cold.
Ginger Ninja. This is what Ginger Ninja made for me. I requested.
Oh,
this is the scene
beautiful.
from Star Trek episode Space Seed, where Khan and Kirk are having they're having like a dinner face off type of deal. So this is right before Khan basically tells Marla, the historian, that's like, I intend to take the ship. Oh wait, sorry, I gotta move this mic. He's like, I intend to take the ship. Do you agree? And so, and he wrote a note here. So this is totally worth it. He said to Norporial, thanks so much for ordering this commission. It was awesome doing some old school Trek art. It was awesome seeing you in person again. Hoping we'll be able to meet up soon again. Safe travels home and enjoy the art. Arigato. So yeah.
See, was it Ginger Ninja gave me? It was a picture of the Lord of the Rings crew in Moria. So I bought that, and I still need to get that framed, but I want to get it framed properly in a glass that doesn't allow the sun to fade it. So it's expensive to do. So I need to get that framed, and that's one of the things I want to do. So I would love AC. I would love to meet with you. I mean, I will hang out with your wife too, and Ginger Ninja. I would love to hang out with you guys. So I would love to go to Japan. I've never been to Japan. I've never been out that way.
It's everybody like whenever you like do a transaction and everything, they hand you the change like this. Basically, they have their hands out like this.
I'm sure AC and everybody else will tell me what to do, how to do things properly, so I don't insult the Japanese, because I wouldn't want to do that. So
I probably did that like a billion times, when I was there. So no, I probably didn't. I tried to be as, I mean, heck, I you know what I did? And AC warned me about this. I went, I stayed at the APA hotel in Osaka.
Oh, by the way, AC, this is Tara. So she's named after Tara of Final Fantasy VI. So there you go. So Hello.
So does she turn, like, if she gets mad, does she turn into an
Oh,
Esper?
she is no. She's very sweet. She's a
Okay.
she's a cuddle. She's my snuggle bug at
Yeah,
night.
as long as she doesn't turn into the what do you call it, the Magitek gems or something? Is that what
No,
they
magicite.
Magicite? Don't
Yes.
yeah, keep Kefka away from her.
Mm-hmm. So that
Shh.
Tara will be celebrating 15 years in August. So
15. Wow. Okay.
so
Wow.
she's been
Happy
in.
birthday.
I know she'll be she'll be around the block. Yes.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'll never forget that part of the game. Oh wait, sorry, I can't reveal spoilers for Final Fantasy 6. So
Mhm.
uh but yeah, like, yeah, Japan's totally worth it. I really enjoyed it. I wish
Mhm.
I could go back there this year, but because of the fact I had to buy a new car and I have a new
Mm.
loan now, so that kind of put a wrench in those plans.
One thing I want to do is go to Square Enix or at least visit the Final Fantasy stuff as well as Sailor Moon. Like I got to do Sailor Moon. Sorry.
yeah,
I'm
we
I'm a
talked
girly
about
girl.
we talked about I think then we talk about, like, I think our first stream we talked about Sailor
Sailor
Moon a little
Moon.
bit. Sailor Moon is what got me into anime, believe it or not, long time ago
You
on
see you
the D. I still
see my
I
girls back there? My
yep
girls? Right
yep
here? Right here.
yep I see them. Yeah, the Deke dub is still the Deke dub. I still rings with me. Like, I
Mhm.
will look for the Deke soundtrack and listen to it because it's totally different from the Japanese soundtrack and all that.
Mhm.
So like they play us like they play a song when when Sailor Moon is slaying Queen Beryl at the end of season 1, basically,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
the original Japanese it was not like that at all. It
Mhm.
wasn't really like that at all.
Nope.
Um so yeah, so I have a lot of fond memories of I have fond memories of watching that. They used to be on early mornings on one of the independent stations here in Chicago, basically.
Mhm.
The same station that has Spenguli, basically.
Uh
You probably don't even know who that is.
yeah, oh I know Svengoolie. It's
You know who
me
Spenguli is? No way.
yes. Is it Me
Me
TV or
TV, yeah, Me TV.
Mhm.
Oh, you do know. Oh, interesting.
Uh-huh.
I figure only people in Chicagoland would know him. So, oh, that's interesting. So, but yeah, like, yeah. So, so that same station used to play Sailor Moon every morning at 6:30 in the morning, and I would get up
Mhm.
early to watch it. I get
Mhm.
up early to watch it, and then I play some Donkey Kong right after that. I think I was 10
Mhm.
or 11. So, and that's what got me in. That's what got me interested. And then my buddy, who I met when I was a senior, who I
Mhm.
connected with over Sega games and
Mhm.
Sonic, he got me into anime. Actually, I brought him up several times. He had the Japanese Sailor Moon things, the Sailor Moon DVDs from Japan that had the
Mhm.
English subtitles. So I finally got to see how season 2 ended. Sailor Moon R ended
Mhm.
because there was a point halfway through that season where the Deke dub would just end and there was no more episodes, and
Mhm.
they didn't translate any more of it. So
Mhm.
when I'd watch it the next time, it would simply go back to the very first episode. So I didn't get to see how that season concluded until my friend had the DVD. So that's how I watched it. So
Mhm.
that's kind of what got me interested in anime altogether, basically.
Mhm.
And then he showed me Gundam, and then seeing people getting killed and that type of show. I'm like, oh shit, this show is not very different. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, so I don't know. I'm tired. I've had too much. I need to eat something now.
Okay.
I really so I'm gonna say this. I appreciate you, Max, for doing this with me. I really appreciate it.
Well, you're welcome, Brian. Thank you for having me on.
So, is there anything you want to any final things you want to say? Anything you want to promote?
Uh
Make fun of me. Make fun of me because I might be slurring my speech right now.
No, I would never make fun of you. That would be in person though, not on stream.
You should meet Mags in person. Like she totally makes like I was made fun of like nonstop.
No, we had I certainly gave you a good time in terms of the Irish pub that we went to. So
And the throwing of the axes and the golfing. It was the entire day. Me, and Steve. We were like, it was a lot of fun. The three of us hanging out together. It was
so
great.
I don't have anything to promote. Right now I'm still on, I guess you could say, a rather long hiatus for a variety of reasons, but I am looking into coming back at some point. So I will try to get everybody on board or announce when I'm coming back. But I'm going to be doing a little bit rebranding, rechanging things, and kind of updating a few assets and everything. But as far as all that is concerned, it's going to take one step at a time, because of course I need to kind of refresh on a couple things. But why don't you check out this guy over here, or whatever direction Brian is in terms of where I'm on live stream.
No, you are in this direction. This way is east right here.
Yeah, so
way.
make sure you follow him and keep
me?
an eye on him. Yes,
don't keep an eye on me. I don't want people looked at all the time.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on his notifications and making sure that you follow whatever he's doing and whatever he's doing online or on X. But of course, you can follow me on X. I'm still Magitek Mags, Magitek_Mags, and just keep an eye on me and all the things. Right now I'm kind of on a hiatus, trying to figure things out. So anyway.
All right. Well, thank you for doing this. This was a lot of fun. I didn't plan this, so that's good. I didn't plan any talking points, so that's kind of.
Well, that's the point of Chilporial. We're supposed to go along with the. I mean, we talked about the tarot cards, my wands from Universal, so
yeah,
all kinds of things. We just let the conversation be organic.
Flow, it flows and everything. But yeah, but with certain people, but especially first time guests, I will usually have talking points or things that that things that I know that I want to talk about, that they like, that they can talk about. So yeah, it takes a lot of reading the room, takes a lot of reading or knowing who your guest is, basically. So but I like this. This was fun. So I actually have a few planned for the next few weeks. So next week I'm having Kyle. Kyle's going to be on with me. That's Dread Roberts, my friend, my bro.
Dread Roberts.
I love the guy. He's living in Korea. He's taking care of 4 kids. And yeah, he's even though he's not related, he's my brother. So he's been helping me with he's been making all those thumbnails. That last thumbnail with Tara drinking the whiskey. What'd you think?
I loved it. Jared Roberts, Kyle, you are fantastic. You're great. I love it. It's fantastic.
So what happens is basically I say, hey, I was like, hey, can you make a thumbnail with this and this and this? And he has like an AI program that allows him to, create and tweak it a little bit. And that's how he's able to make some of these thumbnails. And so, and I do show appreciation for what he does for me. So, and that to me, that's the most important aspect. So I want him to show off some of his stuff, and of course we will definitely talk about nerd stuff, because he's not just like, it's like AC right here. He's my Nintendo guy. He's my video game guy, and maybe some movies and stuff. but yeah, Kyle Dreb Roberts, he's actually watched Star Trek. He's actually seen science fiction. He's played a lot of video games. So there's and mostly AAA stuff, nothing Nintendo related. I mean, if you consider Nintendo AAA, I don't even know where I'm going with this. But that they're like I connect with everybody very. There's different ways I connect with people, and every way is unique and something I appreciate and everything. So, but yeah, I'm going to have him on, and I'm going to have another guest on, the Legend of Leo, in a few weeks, and then the week after that is kind of up in the air. So I'll have to see. Maybe I'll take a break that week. I don't know. Then I'm going to have my buddy. Then I'm going to have my buddy Matt from Fall Ball Productions. We're going to be talking more politics. So definitely steer clear of that one. And yeah, and that's as far as I know for now. So yeah, so it's gonna be a good time. And maybe one day I'll make a video. Maybe one day if I have time. I don't have any time. Like I'm never, I'm like, this is the longest I'm sitting here in this chair looking at this monitor using this computer right now, is these show tutorials and all that. So, but yeah, that's basically that's basically what's going on with me. So if you haven't, definitely definitely follow Magitek Mags on X. Follow her. Do you still have your channel here?
I still have my YouTube channel. I still have my Twitch channel. I just don't have any of the links up. So I'm sorry.
So yeah, so definitely, yeah. If you find Magitek Mags, I'm too lazy myself to do it too. Subscribe to her. And should I talk about myself? Yeah,
it is your channel, Brian. You can talk about yourself all you want.
Well, thank you. I think I will. Yeah, but yeah, if you're new here, or if you haven't watched before, definitely follow me on X. I don't make a lot of posts. I usually respond to people, and I have this bad problem of this horrible problem that I realize I need to help with, and as I like to respond to people with Star Trek quotes whenever they quote Star Trek, because that's just the type of person I am. So I respond to quotes with more quotes, and they respond with quotes, and I respond with even more quotes. And it's messed up. It's a messed up system. It's a messed up way of life. But that's how I am on X. So, but yeah, I usually, yeah, but definitely follow me. Definitely follow me. It's my handle is @Nerporial and yeah, I mean, maybe I should make some posts, and maybe I should make some, maybe the only way to increase my followers and my engagement, maybe I gotta make some rage bait. Should I make some rage bait, Mags? No, okay, guess not.
I don't. I mean, as long as anybody knows me, I don't really do a lot of rage bait. I just say good morning most of the time, and I might say an opinion on something, but that's
I got the perfect. I got the perfect rage bait. Final Fantasy VI is the worst game of all time.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, I won't. I won't. All right. Yeah, but yeah, it's easy. It's easy for me to spot the rage bait now. So I just I will, if someone says something, I will just simply respond, say rage bait. So yeah.
Yep. Don't ever respond to it.
So all right, but yeah, Mags, thanks for joining me. This was a really fun stream. Thanks, chat, whoever's still here. There's 6 people watching, so thank you guys for being here. Definitely follow whoever. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Hey everybody, stay safe.
Bye.
Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And stay nerporial. Yeah, you know what? I used to say that, right? Stay nerporial. Stay good. Be good to each other. Stay nerporial. Good night, everybody.
Bye. Good night.
Take care.